In a faraway place, all covered in snow, there was a magical land called the North Pole. This was where Santa Claus lived, along with his elves and his team of flying reindeer. But this story isn't about just any reindeer. It's about Rudy, the young reindeer who couldn't fly. Rudy was full of excitement and always dreamed of helping Santa on Christmas Eve. Every year, Santa's reindeer would practice flying, soaring high above the snowy fields. But no matter how hard Rudy tried, he just couldn't lift off the ground. The other reindeer cheered him on, shouting, "You can do it, Rudy." But no matter how much he ran or how high he jumped, Rudy's hoof stayed firmly in the snow. "I'll never be like them," Rudy thought sadly. He watched the other reindeer twist and turn in the air, their tails flicking gracefully as they laughed and played. Rudy wanted so badly to be part of Santa's team, but he began to wonder if he ever would. One day, as Rudy sat alone near a snowy clearing, Santa walked over to him. Santa was checking his big list of names, but when he saw Rudy's sad face, he stopped. "Ho, ho, ho! What's the matter, Rudy?" Santa asked kindly. Rudy hesitated, but then told Santa the truth. "Santa, I've tried everything, but I just can't fly. I want to help you on Christmas Eve, but I don't think I'm good enough." Santa's eyes twinkled as he leaned down to pat Rudy on the head. "Oh, Rudy," he said with a smile, "you don't have to fly to help. Every reindeer is special in their own way. You'll find your gift when the time is right." Rudy didn't quite understand what Santa meant, but his kind words made Rudy feel a little better. The next day, Rudy decided to keep trying. If he couldn't fly, maybe he could be helpful in other ways. He practiced pulling a sled through the snow and helped guide the younger reindeer through tricky paths. Rudy was fast and he was strong. He even started helping the elves organize gifts for Santa's sleigh. As the days passed, Rudy began to feel a little more confident. Maybe Santa's right, he thought. Maybe I do have something special to offer. Then came Christmas Eve. The reindeer were lined up, the gifts were loaded, and Santa's sleigh was ready to go. But just as they were about to take off, a fierce snowstorm rolled in. The wind howled and snow swirled thickly in the air. The reindeer couldn't see the sky. It was as if a giant white blanket had covered everything. "Oh no!" Santa exclaimed. "The storm is too strong. It's too dangerous for the reindeer to fly." The reindeer huddled together, worried. How would Santa deliver all the presents in time? Rudy stood off to the side, watching the storm. Then he remembered Santa's words, "You don't have to fly to help." Rudy's heart started to race. Maybe this was his chance. "I can help," Rudy called out. Santa turned to Rudy, his eyebrows raised. "Are you sure, Rudy?" "Yes," Rudy said. "I may not be able to fly, but I can run fast. I can lead the way through the storm." Santa thought for a moment, then nodded. "All right, Rudy. Let's give it a try." Rudy took a deep breath and stepped in front of the sleigh. As the wind whipped around him, something amazing happened. A soft, glowing light appeared at the tip of Rudy's nose. It was bright enough to shine through the thick snow. With his glowing nose lighting the way, Rudy dashed into the storm. He ran as fast as he could, guiding Santa's sleigh through the blinding snow. The other reindeer followed closely behind, and soon they were soaring through the night sky. "Ho, ho, ho!" Santa laughed. "Well done, Rudy. You're saving Christmas." Rudy's chest swelled with pride. He didn't need to fly to help. He was leading the way with his special gift. By the time the storm cleared, Rudy had guided Santa to every house. The presents were delivered, and Christmas was saved. When they returned to the North Pole, all the reindeer gathered around Rudy, cheering for him. "Rudy, you're amazing," they said. Santa smiled and placed a hand on Rudy's shoulder. "You see, Rudy? The greatest gift isn't always the one you expect. You've shown us all that courage and kindness are what matter most. You didn't just save Christmas. You reminded us that everyone has something special to offer. From that day on, Rudy wasn't just the reindeer who couldn't fly. He was the reindeer who led Santa's sleigh through the toughest storm and saved Christmas. And every year after that, Rudy's glowing nose became a symbol of hope and bravery for all. And so, the lesson of Rudy's story lives on. No matter how different we all have something special inside us. We just have to believe in ourselves. The end.